You gotta be the strongest woman in the world to be in love with another woman's man. It has to take an unmatched level of strength to watch a woman live the life that you want to live, or the life that you think you're living in your head.
Okay, so can someone please explain to me, why are we still glorifying being a side chick? Why do you think that is so cute? Why in the world do you honestly want to keep wasting your life and your time, your hoo-ha, okay, on a guy who isn't going to give you no more than a few scraps because you're the side chick? And you know that he's going to go back home to the main one and give her everything that you hope for. He's never leaving her. You're the play toy. You're only going to get pieces of him, maybe even the best versions of him, because you're not attached to anything other than fun. You're not attached to any money, any homes, any kids. You're only attached to the fun. You're the fun girl. That's it. The harsh reality is, when you're the side chick, you're in a constant state of waiting for him to text you, to see you, to give you that sloppy second dick. Like, girl, what? It's definitely giving community dick out here. You know that trick that you showed him? He's also doing it with the main chick right now. Yeah, that hurt. Every time, baby, every time. You might feel special when he's with you, but what happens when he goes home? The lies that you have to live with, the excuses, the hiding, and all that just wears you down. Too much, baby girl, too much. My rich babes would never. And if they are finding themselves to get out of it because they know that they are better than that, it really messes with your self-worth. It comes down to you feeling like you're just not good enough for a real public, committed relationship. But that's a lie that some of these single side chick women are telling themselves. But you are good enough. But you have to start treating yourself like you're not going to accept this half-ass hearted love. This is unacceptable. It's damaging, and the situation just allows you to bring about more anxiety and depression and low self-esteem, putting you in situations where you know the outcome is never going to be in your favor. It is a mental battle. So many times, side chicks believe that they have everything in control, but baby, you don't. So I'm not going to hold y'all too long. I will be having commentary at the end of this video. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below and even share some of your stories. This is a safe zone, and rich babes, we do not judge in the comments. Be nice. All right, rich babes, I'll see you soon.
I just want to let you know that he's never going to leave that girl alone. Like, yeah, they might fall out. He might not fuck with her today. He might not fuck with her next week. But he's literally never leaving that girl alone. You might want to just leave him alone and stop trying to be the side chick, because that's what you're going to forever be. He's never leaving her alone. I don't know who wanted to hear this or needed to hear this, but I'm pretty sure you needed to hear this.
And that's why I don't understand why side chick culture is so big with us today, because once you're known as the side chick, no one's going to respect you as really anything more than that. Back then, a side chick was a mistress. At least you were getting taken care of. At least, you know, he put you up in a nice apartment, something. These girls be side chicks for free.
They just want attention at the end of the day.
Attention don't pay bills.
What's the goal after you meet him and do all this? What was the point?
At least hop on reality TV.
You know
they ain't
I mean?
even making it there.
Could he possibly like me more than his girlfriend? And could I possibly be dumb to think that it's more than
what gender are you asking this question to? He might absolutely like you more than his girlfriend. That do not mean he want to be with your. That don't mean he's ever intending to wife your. Because your girl can get on your goddamn nerves, but I still notice who I want to be with. She's just getting on my nerves right now, and I don't like her. I love her though, but I happen to like you. You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of my difficulty with my partner, you was willing to squeeze yourself in. You didn't even try to take up space. You know what I'm saying? You was willing to fit into my life exactly the way I needed you to fit in. You feel me? I can like you right where you at. You don't want no more? You ain't asking for shit? Hell yeah, I like you. You mean I get to still go home to my girl? Yes, I like you a lot. I'm gonna talk to you a lot. You mean you gonna get up? You actually okay with me having to get off the phone when my girl walk in? Yeah, I like you, baby. I like you. I I like you a lot. A whole lot. Yeah, that nigga might like you more than his girlfriend. Yes.
This is the reason why side chicks will never win. You messing with a man that ain't yours. He going back to his wife. You just on the sideline waiting to get drafted. When he get tired of playing with you, he put you back on the sideline. Number 2, when something happens to him, the wife gets everything. Everything in her name. The house, the car, the land, the insurance policy. What you gonna get? Nothing. The only thing you got was a one-night stand. You may get your bill paid a few dollars, but it's back to you paying bill now. Number 3, he only messing with you because he mad at his wife. He got a lot of stress built up, so he go to you to relieve the stress. When you get through relieving that stress, he back to the wife. So no matter what you do, you're not gonna keep him. You will always be last. That man know that if he messes up that marriage, she can take everything from him. He knows she got power over a lot. One thing about a woman, she always got a trick right up under her sleeve.
The point is, there is no accountability from men. So when we talk about these side chicks, the first thing we want to do is look at the woman. I've been that woman that look at a side chick and be like, how could you da-da-da-da? But the realest shit is, how could you look at your bitch every night and say how much you love her? How could you post your bitch? How could you marry a woman? How could you have a child with a woman? Do all this and hold your woman up to this high standard? Because I'd never see. The funniest thing is, we'll sit up here and talk about strippers, terrible, prostitutes, terrible, but fun, they're lifestyles.
Yes, they're good girls.
You just aside, you never be my main, as if that's some type of reward. Your main's being cheated on, disrespected, degraded, and you're putting your main in danger in the line of having STDs and some more shit and being completely and totally torn and broken apart. So, there's no homework or side chick if you both.
I'm going to give you 3 facts about the side chick, and if you followed me long enough, you will know that I'm going to talk about it from the spiritual side. Number 1, she is a seducer. In other words, she has a seducing spirit. A lot of people don't understand this, but the word seduce means to lead astray. Understand this, there were countries that were mighty in strength and nobody could take them down. And so you know what they did? They employed the use of a woman or a group of women. Consider the plight of Samson. No man could take Samson down. The Philistines, this man was taking out whole armies. He used the jawbone of a donkey, aka an ass, to knock a few people off of their feet. Realizing that they could not physically overpower him, they decided to use a woman. They used Delilah. I have a book called Devil Bait, High Heels and Spiritual Warfare. And one fact I talk about in the book is this. Whenever you are used as bait, you don't get to keep the fish. You don't get to keep the catch. And if by rare chance Satan allows you to keep the catch, you get to keep the carcass. In other words, you get to keep the flesh while the enemy has possession of his soul. In other words, you'll be one of his many concubines, even with a ring on your finger. Number 2, she is a destroyer. The Bible tells us that God hates divorce. And anything that God hates, Satan loves. And we know that Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So when Satan wants to kill or destroy a marriage, he will send a side chick. Her objective is to look for an open door. She will typically use one of the 2 dimensions of a man, that is the protector or the provider. These are both doors, or better yet, access points. To access the protector, she may say something along the lines of, hey, my ex-boyfriend says he's going to come by today. He just wants to talk to me. This is after she's told this guy that the ex-boyfriend has assaulted her before, she has a restraining order on him, or what have you. Men are protectors by nature. So someone who has a seducing spirit will oftentimes play on that nature. You see, in hearing this, the man's going to feel the need to protect her. He'll say, oh, no, don't let that guy come by your house. He's playing games. So he will start feeling like he has to invest himself in that. And then number 2, he is a provider. Men often feel a sense of obligation to anyone they have to help. All the same for a lot of guys, that is an attractive trait. Listen, when I was in the world, I used to hang around a lot of immoral women. So I know the tricks and the trades of it. Obviously, I was an immoral woman. Number 3, she is a tow truck. Some men were simply sent into your life to destroy you. They have a demonic spirit themselves. Remember James 4:7 says, submit yourself to God and resist the devil and he will flee from you. Sometimes when you're not giving Satan what he wants, he will send a side chick to repossess what belongs to him. And I know I use the he and the her, but a side chick can be a man as well. Lastly, let me mention this. A side chick is not a helpmeet. She'll help you spend your money and your sanity, but after that, that's all you're going to get. Because the process of becoming a wife requires dying to self. And believe it or not, when a woman marries a man, she begins to change him. In most cases, she will make him a better man. For example, she may stand still until he opens the door. Nobody ever taught him that. She'll teach him to be more discerning. She'll encourage him when he's down, thus teaching him how to encourage himself. She will point out his potential. A side chick doesn't have the wherewithal to endure all of that. This is why she wants somebody that's already been cultivated. But what if I told you the process of cultivation helps the husband to love his wife all the more, and it helps the wife to respect her husband? This is why a side chick will never respect the man that she's with. She won't even trust him. She'll just endure him. Another word for that is tolerate. Remember, the Bible says you can't spoil a strong man's house unless you first bind the strong man. Then you may spoil his house. The job of the mistress is to make sure that the man is distracted and to bind him so that the enemy can come and take away everything that God has set in store for that man. And please understand that wealth is just a part of the equation. God says he will bless you and add no sorrow to it. And so a lot of times people think that when a man becomes wealthy, he's already made it. He hasn't made it anywhere. After all, what good is it to have the world and to lose your soul? The soul is a mind, will, and emotions. What good is it to have all of that wealth and be crazy with it? Too crazy to enjoy it. In a loveless marriage, surrounded by people who don't like you. Broken, suicidal, and demonized. Waiting for the Grim Reaper to come and take you out of here. That's not success. That's a carnival. So there you have it. Don't envy a relationship that was built on dishonesty, distrust, and betrayal. Because the secret is they're not happy. You say, Tiffany, how do you know that? Because it's against the law. According to the word of God, you will reap what you sow.
What y'all be getting off of fucking with other people, men? Because you around here fucking with somebody that don't belong to you. And the bad part about it, when your time comes and you be so in love with your man, and they're gonna be for everybody. I'll tell you why. Because bitches are shooting people now. They shooting people. And they claiming insanity. So that what karma don't get, that 9mm ain't gonna miss.
Listen, I don't know who this is for, but let me tell you about that side chick. Let me tell you why she's desired, but she's not really required. Let me tell you why. See, when he comes home to her or comes to her house after he leaves from you, because see, you've been nagging, you really care about his well-being, but see, he can't see right now. He can't see that you're really concerned for him and not what he provides, the lifestyle or, the handouts or the gifts. You really do like him. But let me tell you about the side chick. The side chick say, baby, come over. I got, I cook for you. I have a surprise for you. Let me come rub your feet. Let me rub your back. See, she didn't have to deal with the issues that the main chick got to deal with or the wife has to deal with. She only gets that side of you that wants to vent. And just like a stripper, she's going to listen, she's going to hear, she's going to caress, she's going to do all the things that she needs to do until she falls, just like the main chick. And then now you have to make a decision. Do I lose my home for a hotel, or do I remain neutral? Do I try to balance this thing out? But see, you can't balance it out because see, now the side chick want to be the main chick, and so now she's nagging too. So now you got to find another chick. So what do? You call your boys, you go out, you have a good time, you wear your jewelry, you come out in your cars, and you be this person. You be fake because deep down, that's not who you are. You're only that person for the weekend. And then the cycle repeats itself. You find another side chick who's desired but not required. And then she starts to catch feelings. But who do you go home to? That woman who originally wants you for you, who wants you with your flaws. She's just trying to improve them. She looks out for your well-being, but you don't see it because you look at her as a nagger. But is it worth losing for the side chick who's desired but not required? Who's a headache? Because see, she's going to take pictures and turn them in. She's going to take pictures of you, humiliate you, record your conversations. Is it worth it? You make the choice. Home or hotel. Eventually, every side chick catches feelings. Men, beware.
There is nothing empowering about sleeping with someone else's man. Take it from me. We lie to ourselves and tell ourselves that at least we're not committed. At least, you know, I'm not the one that's feeling stupid because she's the one that's wanting to be in love with the man and I don't. And we lie to ourselves. Meanwhile, our feelings are being hurt. We get jealous. And most importantly, we are giving away the most powerful source, the most powerful thing about ourselves, which is our universe, to a man that doesn't even deserve it. That's hurtful, right? That's shameful. That leads to guilt. Also, it leads to karma. Don't think that just because you feel as though there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, that karma's not going to come back and get your ass, because hurt people, and what you give out is also what you are going to receive. Take it from me. I've been there. I've experienced that, and I want to tell you, there were so many parts of myself that I needed to heal, which is why I was acting out the way I was and engaging in those activities. So, think about it.
And that's what a lot of women enjoy about having the side chick position. I can get all of the amenities of being the girlfriend. Give him the girlfriend experience, but I never have to do anything else. I never have to actually care for him when he's sick. I never have to be the person he's going to rely on when he's having downtime. I never have to be the person that comes through for him if he needs something. I'm not that for him. I'm his fantasy. And he enjoys me. We don't argue. You see what I'm saying? So the intention is much more different. Now, would she extend herself?
In relationships, many of the times, girls, we getting played out of our mind, played out of our ass, played out of our pocket, played out in the relationships where a lot of times we're not the number one woman. We're the second, we're the third, we're the fourth. Hell, sometimes it's always a free-for-all. We sharing our man with a group of women. We swinging, we freaking, we sniffing, we sucking, we drinking, and we know that we are in a group of other women. We know the man is a hoe when we meet him, but we think we gonna change him. Yeah, I know he a hoe now. I know he like to run the streets, but I'm gonna fix that. I got something for that. See, many times we listen to other women tell us that we can change him, give it a little time, we can mold him, we can fix him, we can get him to see things our way. When a man steps out of his relationship to pick you to be the woman on the side, he ain't looking for no wife, 'cause he already got one at home. He's looking for somebody to blow him and screw him. 'Cause see, when men go outside of their household, most of the time, after they talk all that shit, the bill's still paid at home. That same woman they say they cannot fucking stand, that get on his goddamn nerves, that he can't wait to get away from, he making sure that woman that he says so nasty, so fat, used to be fine on her wedding day, now she ain't fine no more, she ain't freaking no more. He makes sure that woman that makes him so miserable got a nice place to stay with a nice roof over her head, warm clothes, heating and air, plenty of food, in a safe neighborhood, whether she working outside the house or whether she working him in the bedroom or not. But see, we don't look at that because we ain't playing on the right side of the field. We really not sure what our role is and what our agenda is. See, men know what their agenda is, and they know who they looking out for. Men are clear about what their position is. To find somebody to run down this sad, hard luck story on, catch you in a vulnerable position. Now, either you're vulnerable one or two ways. You're vulnerable mentally and emotionally, and you're looking for somebody to care about you. So, and you didn't find that out at home. You didn't find it with the other relationships that you had. You're lonely, emotionally imbalanced and damaged, feeling like you just need some man to love you, help you pay your rent, take you shopping, make you feel special and beautiful. Or you're just financially in a bind and you need a sugar daddy, or you need someone that you don't want to feel like a whore. Nah, you don't want to feel like a prostitute. So you want a man that will give you money.
You hardly ever see men commit to the side chick. The side chick is the woman that a man strictly sees as entertainment, pleasure. The side chick is only valued for sex. The side chick's not valued for her character, her mind, her soul. The side chick is strictly entertainment for a man. Why do you think men always have that main woman, but then have that side chick? A lot of times it's because the side chick fulfills all his fantasies and the things that he wants to do in the bedroom. The side chick is the chick that he could just go off, be wild with. And he got his main woman where, you know, I can't say he respects the main woman because clearly if he has a side chick, he's cheating. But the main woman is the woman that he actually loves and values. She's the woman that he only wants that woman to be with him. He does not want her out there giving herself to multiple men. See, he knows the side chick is giving herself to multiple men. So he knows, okay, she's not dating material. She's just someone I can have fun with, right? And that's why the side chick always just remains on the side. And some side chicks don't want to be side chicks no more. But unfortunately, they put themselves in that category because they have allowed this man to do whatever he wanted with her, right? And at some point, she thought, well, maybe he'll get with me at some point because I'm doing everything I want. But that's the thing. You're easy to him. The woman that he's with now, though, this is the woman he actually values and wants to be with because he knows this woman is not out there. And that's the dangers of being a side chick. Because I don't care what anybody says. At some point, a woman wants to be with one man that's going to love, respect her, protect her, and be loyal. I don't care what anyone says. At some point in life, whether it's when they're younger or when they get older, a woman's going to want that. So if you spend so many years being a side chick to these men, it's going to get lonely because you're going to start seeing that these men that you sleeping with and entertaining, you're going to start seeing that these guys are settling down. And let me say that, yeah, they may be settling down. Yeah, they still cheating, but you see that he's settling down and he wants to be with this woman here. But he uses you for the fun, the pleasure, and all that. But this woman, he puts a roof over her head. He provides. He protects her. You know what I'm saying? He makes sure she's good mentally, physically. And then here you are, the side chick. He just hits you up when he's horny or when he just want to go out and drink, or whatever. So if you don't want to be a side chick, do not put yourself in that position. If you know this man is in a relationship, don't mess with him. If you know this man is not going to commit to you and he showed you multiple times he's not going to commit to you, don't mess with him. How about just be single, respect yourself, keep your guard up, ask God for guidance until a man comes along that shows you that he respects, loves you, and all that, instead of just messing around with these different men who have literally proven to you that they are no good. I'm trying to help a side chick because I know not all side chicks want to be side chicks forever. So this message is for the side chicks. And let's not play dumb. You know if you a side chick or not. If this man's married and you sleeping with him, you a side chick. If this man's in a relationship, you sleeping with him, you a side chick. I'm just being 100.
Do you know that a narcissistic side chick will go to extreme lengths to get your attention? I'll give you some examples. And I do mean after you have released your ex, you said, sis, you can have him. Here he is. He's all yours. I'm done with him. He's blocked. His family's blocked. I don't want nothing to do with this man. She's still gonna motherfucking stalk you. Okay, let me give you the rundown of what these types of Jezebel women do. A narcissistic side chick will call your job to try to get you fired. She'll call child protective services on you to get you in trouble with your children. She'll run a nasty smear campaign about you on Facebook. She'll try to befriend your friends, okay? She'll actually go through your followers and try to connect with people that are following you. Yeah. If you own a business, she'll pretend to be a customer just so she could communicate with you to buy a product. She wants your attention that bad. She will stalk your business pages. You understand me? And if you happen to snap on her and lay hands on her, she is going to cry victim. But at the same time, let me tell you how sick she is. Low key, she's going to be fucking happy because she was able to get your attention. You got to understand when you're dealing with the Jezebel Ahab spirit, these people self-sabotage. They will hurt themselves just to get an ounce of attention out of you. If it means you breaking your foot up off in her ass, she'll love it. Of course, she's going to go around and tell everybody that you bullied her and you picked on her. She's not going to tell everybody that she kept baiting you and baiting you and baiting you. But she's going to be fucking happy that she got a little bit of your attention through that ass whooping. Oh, by the way, if your ex and you decide to sleep together and he told her to join in for a threesome, she would break her neck to eat you out. I'm dead ass serious. That's how sick these types of women are. This is why when you leave your ex and you move on, you are to never let him back. Because what he has done, he has attached himself to a demonic spirit in that woman. Since he's sleeping with her, they are exchanging demonic energies sexually. You understand? So her spirits and demons are attached to him. And if you give him another chance, he brings it back to you. You are going to be sleeping with her demons. This chick is psycho, okay? Take my advice, ladies.
Chopping it up with my homeboy. He said, "Hey, Dinosaur, I got a question for you." I said, "What's up?" He said, "What do you think about women who got side dudes and men who got side dudes? You know, the side chick, the side dude era." I said, "How can you trust a person who's willing to degrade themselves to just that, to being on the side?" And he looked at me, he was puzzled. I said, "Think about it. How can you trust a man who degrades himself to being on the side and hiding? Isn't that like deceptive behavior? When I think about hiding, I think about a snake, a weasel, a rat. I can never trust a man that degrades his self-respect and his honor. I could never trust a woman who degrades the self-respect and honor. Why can you trust them? How can you possibly trust that person? You know? They're willing to go through the back door instead of having the honor and say, I'm willing to go through the front. That's not somebody you would want to trust, right?" He said, "Come on, G, you know, you're a dinosaur." I was like, "No, think about it for a second. That person's willing to degrade themselves to side chicks and side dudes for what? For a feeling? I can trust that person. They'll never be my friend." He's like, "Oh, you're a dinosaur." I said, "Okay." I said, "Think about it. 9 out of 10, the person who's willing to do that is doing that for a person who probably got somebody loyal, trusting at home, man, and doing what they need to do. So that means that person's judgment is off some way. They don't actually understand the situation they're in. They don't understand the value of what they got at home. They got somebody who's willing to stand in it with them, and they going on a moment of weakness and lack of discipline, go out there and deal with somebody on the side. Now, how can you trust that person? The person has no loyalty to you. They have no honor towards you, and they're willing to hide in the grass to be with you. See, that's not somebody I would want to trust, man. And he got quiet. He said, "I never thought about it like that, G." I said, "Yeah, you need to. That's why y'all be making so many daggone mistakes with friends. You look at your friend and your friend is telling you she got this guy on the front side and she's doing this dude on the side. How can you trust them with information? How can you trust them with your loyal secrets when they're willing to degrade themselves so much to hide in the grass for a man or a woman? How can you do that? You know, I may be a dinosaur. I'm cool with that, right? But I don't keep deceptive people around me. Take care.
Ladies, once you understand the difference between like and love, main chick and side chick, you will know exactly where you fit in this life. And I know you, many of you ladies, you delusional. You think, oh, he said he gonna leave his wife. He gonna be with me. He's been telling me this for years, so we got to meet every Monday. Listen, that's enough for the sob story. What's crazy is you knew what you were getting into when you first got into the situation. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. But you're here now. You have to understand that he sees value at home. He doesn't see much value with you. He understands that I'm going through a difficult moment at home, but I have a good moment, a good time with you. There's a major difference between bad moments and good times. Not good years, not a good situation, but bad moments, good time. Understand this. He would rather have a good time, but he would still rather have bad moments with her than to leave and have a good time.
True story. And I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes people have no issue with being a side individual not because they have low self-esteem issues or because they don't know their value. That's not always the case. Sometimes they're just tired of being committed and having a broken heart. And then other times they simply just don't want to commit and still get the same exact person that they desire, same exact benefits of the person that they're actually with without the commitment of the emotions.
Hey, my name is Kelly Kell, and I'm about to tell you why being a side chick is so much better than being a main chick. Number one, that guy, he's not going to lie to that side chick. He needs that side chick on the same page as him. That main chick, oh, he going to tell her all the lies. He going to lie about the day of the week with her because she going to trip about everything. Number two, 5 p.m. Where is your man at? I don't give a fuck, because I know as a side chick, he's with his wife. But as a main chick, if he ain't at home, he's with his side chick. Number three, a man can be vulnerable with his side chick. She not going to judge him. She going to uplift him. His wife, she going to judge him. She going to tell him what he ain't, or she going to throw it up in his face later on in life. That's what she's going to do. But his side chick, no. She gonna pat him on the back because she thinks that you're the problem, Mrs. Main Chick. Number 4, loyalty. Yeah, I said it. You're not being the one cheated on if you're a side chick. He cheating on his wife. He ain't cheating on you. He cheating on her. He's loyal to you. He ain't loyal to her. It's kind of fucked up, but hey. Her problem, not yours. Don't even worry about it. You're good. Number 5, no commitment. He get on your nerves as a side chick, send him home to his wife. He got to go back there anyway. As a wife, you can't send this nigga nowhere. He paying the bills, stupid head. And if you paying the bills, you a stupid dupid head, okay? So, being a side chick is always better. Number 6, that wife probably out of shape. Let this bitch have the babies, okay? Don't try to be a side chick and have babies. We don't fucking do that. Let this bitch have babies. We go on a trip. You can't go on a trip pregnant. You can, but that nigga ain't gonna want you when you do it. There's too many other bitches that's willing to play your role, okay? And your role is her role. So you gotta figure this shit the fuck out or you gonna lose. And I don't condone losing. Last but not least, you get what the hell you want as a side chick. If you don't feel like dealing with him, send his ass home to his wife. Listen, he don't like this bitch, okay? So that's literally the worst you could do to him. Like, it's sending him back with her. All you gotta do is stroke his ego, stroke his pigo, and don't do what the fuck this bitch did. It's the Kelly Kell Show.
I got your man, I got your man, and you can't do anything about it. Yeah. You think he's coming back to you? I doubt it. I got your man, and you never coming back. I got your man, girl.
Okay, Okay, so for all of my DMV girlies, y'all already know about the go-go music, okay? I just had to put that in there because that's the first thing I thought about when I decided to do this topic. I was singing that. I was like, I got your man, girl. Look at me. Okay, I ain't got nobody's man. Okay, with that being said, Rich Babes, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I'll be back later with another video. We're talking about these side chicks at this point. So just sit back, get your popcorn, and I will see you in a few. Love you.